Maya woke before dawn, the house quiet except for the soft breathing of her 6-year-old daughter, Lila. The smell of coffee filled the kitchen as she packed lunchboxes, double-checking that the backpack had everything. Snacks, homework, a small toy Lila refused to leave behind. Her days were a careful balancing act. By day, she worked at a bustling clinic as a nurse, rushing between patients with a practiced calm, always aware that her daughter was waiting at home. By night, she was a storyteller, chef, teacher, and comforter, tucking Lila into bed and kissing away the tiny worries that only children carry. Some nights were harder. The bills stacked higher than her hope. The phone calls from landlords or insurance companies gnawed at her. But even then, Maya found little sparks, Lila's laughter spilling across the living room, a neighbor returning a favor, a rare moment of peace as she sipped her late-night tea. Maya didn't have the luxury of certainty, but she had determination. And in that determination, Lila learned resilience, kindness, and the quiet courage that comes from watching someone fight every day, not for themselves, but for someone they love. Rain pelted the cracked windows as Maya sat on the edge of her worn sofa, staring at the eviction notice clutched in her hand. Lila's small feet padded quietly into the room, clutching her favorite stuffed bear. "Mom, are we going to be okay?" Maya forced a smile, though the weight in her chest threatened to crush her. "We'll figure it out, Pumpkin. We always do." Days had been a blur of unpaid bills, missed shifts, and mounting calls from creditors. Yet, even in the storm, Maya refused to let despair take root. She spent sleepless nights searching for odd jobs, staying awake until Lila fell asleep to plan a way out of the mess. Every knock at the door made her heart leap, every stranger's look a reminder of her precarious reality. One evening, after a grueling 12-hour shift, she found Lila sitting in the kitchen, her small hands smeared with flour. "I tried to make cookies," she whispered. Maya's throat tightened. The courage of her daughter, so small yet so fierce, broke something open inside her. It was then that Maya realized survival wasn't just about keeping a roof over their heads, it was about preserving hope. She took a deep breath, wiped her tears, and made a call to a local support center she had avoided out of pride. Slowly, doors began to open: temporary housing, a community program, even a neighbor offering to watch Lila while she worked. Months later, Maya stood on the porch of a modest apartment that finally felt like home. Lila ran across the living room, giggling with a light that no storm could.